Good morning. Thank you for watching. My name is Zoe Sykes and I'm going to teach a yoga class today. I'm really going to focus on creating some space, especially in the upper body. I taught a class on Tuesday a couple days ago that was kind of a lead into this, and I will link that down below if you want to try that first and then do this next. We'll do some of the same things here today as well. We're going to start seated, and we'll come back to seated toward the end of the class. So you'll want either a comfortable chair to sit in, or if it's comfortable to sit on the floor, you might want a blanket or a pillow, some kind of cushion to sit on. You'll be seated for about 5 or 10 minutes here at the beginning and another 10-15 minutes at the end of the practice. We'll also be working on the floor a little bit. If you don't have a yoga mat, you might like to have a towel or a firm blanket available. I just have a regular bath towel that I'm going to use today. It's just to cushion the knees, more on hands and knees, and then to lay on so that the floor doesn't feel too hard. But when you're ready, go ahead and find your comfortable seated position, and you can rest your hands in your lap. If you're in a chair, make sure your feet are firmly on the floor, and you can close your eyes and let yourself begin to settle. So we'll just take a few breaths here. And you can breathe in and out through your nose. Just take a moment to notice how you feel this morning. Notice how your body is feeling, if there's anywhere that you feel tightness or tension, anywhere that maybe feels tired, or any other experience you're having. You're just kind of taking a moment to see that. You might notice too if there are thoughts in your mind, kind of noticing how they sound or how they feel this morning. And then bring your focus to your breath. As you breathe in and out through your nose, you might notice maybe a sound in your breath, or maybe the temperature of the air. I want you to see if you can feel your body moving as you breathe. So each time you breathe in, sorry, my dog's moving around. Each time you breathe in, you can feel your chest lift maybe, or your belly expand. So there's some sort of lifting and opening that happens as you're breathing in. And then each time you breathe out, you kind of feel the body settle back in, or maybe the belly draws in. And each inhale, there's kind of an openness happening. And each exhale, there's kind of a coming back toward the middle. I'd like you to keep this awareness of how your body is moving, wherever you're feeling it. It might be in your chest, or it might be in your belly, it could be in your back or your shoulders, wherever you feel this sort of pattern of lifting and falling. Keeping your attention on that, we're going to add a sound to the exhalation. But each time you breathe out, you're going to whisper the sound ha. So it'll sound like inhaling through the nose, just like normal. And then as you breathe out, it'll sound like and you just let that sound go all the way to the end of your exhale. And you'll breathe in through your nose again. And then you'll exhale. And just continue that way. You can have your eyes closed still. Each time you breathe in, you're just letting the breath come in through your nose like normal. And each time you breathe out, there's this soft whispered ha sound in the breath. The sound doesn't need to be loud. We're just using a sustained sound to give you something to hear. So you hear the sound you're making as you exhale. It gives you something to feel a little bit more. You might feel in your throat there's a little bit more texture you can feel in the breath. You might also feel the belly kind of pull in as you make this sound. So it just gives you a little bit more to feel so you can notice your breath better. Each time you exhale, let your jaw sort of drop open. So you feel the jaw relax as your mouth opens. You feel your neck and shoulders relax. You just have a soft sound going through your exhale. You're going to keep this breath and add a movement to it. I want you to bring your palms together, either low in front of the chest, or they could come up a little bit higher in front of the face, and maybe the elbows come together too. But you'll breathe in and open the arms up. They can go as wide as feels really easy and soft. And then as you breathe out with that ha whisper, you're going to close the arms or hands back together. So you'll inhale and open the arms. And you'll exhale and bring the hands back together. Continuing this way, you'll breathe in and open the arms. And as you breathe out, you'll bring the hands back together. So keep doing this at your own pace with your breath. We're going to start to be really deliberate with the movement. I want you to work on letting the breath start and then the movement begins. So you'll start your inhale and then you'll open the arms as you continue to inhale. Then you'll start your exhale and you'll start to close the arms as the exhale continues. So for a moment there's just breath and then the movement joins in with it. Try that a few times on your own. Beginning the inhale, then starting to open the arms along with the breath. Beginning to exhale with this whispery sound and closing the arms as you finish the breath. It takes a lot of attention, and that's what we're going for. We really want to focus on the breath and the movement and the way they are connected. So do one more this way. Breathing in and opening the arms. Breathing out and bringing the hands back together. And then as you finish that last one, you can rest your hands in your lap for a moment. Just take an easy breath in and out. Keep the sound in your exhale if you like. Keep that going through the whole practice. I'll bring it back from time to time. When you're ready, I want you to take a breath in right here. And then as you breathe out, you fold over the legs. You can let your hands slide down toward your feet. You'll breathe in and come back up. You'll breathe out and fold forward over your legs again. We'll do this a couple more times. Once more that way, breathing out, just sliding out over the legs. And breathing in to come back up. And we're going to come to standing. So I'm going to move my chair out of the way. And we'll be doing Virabhadrasana, that's warrior pose. You'll have one foot forward, and you'll turn your other foot out to the side a little bit if that's most comfortable for you. Same arm position here, so you'll bring your hands together or maybe the elbows together. And feel how this is for your shoulders. If they feel tight with the hands high, bring them down low. That's totally fine. We're somewhere in the middle. So linking our breath with the movement again, you'll begin your inhale and then you'll open the arms up. You'll begin the exhale and you'll bring your hands back together. Using that soft sound in your exhale. Again, that way you'll begin the inhale and open the arms. You'll begin the exhale and close the arms together again. And I'm going to add the front leg to make this full warrior. Breathe in and open arms and bend your front knee. You breathe out and bring the arms together as you straighten the leg again. A couple more times like that. Good. Let's do one more. Breathing in, you'll open the arms. And breathing out and closing the arms and straightening the leg again. And when you're finished, relax your hands down. Step your foot back. And just take a breath with the feet together. You'll take your other foot forward. You can turn your back foot out to the side a little bit. We'll do the same position, so you'll bring your hands together. And again, you're letting the breath lead. So you feel the inhale begin, and then you'll open your arms. We'll just stick with the arms for the first couple. You'll let your exhale begin, and then you'll close the arms back together. Breathing in, you'll open the arms. Breathing out, you'll bring your hands back together. We'll start with the leg as well. You'll breathe in and open the arms and bend the knee. You'll breathe out and close the arms together and straighten the leg. Continue that way. Let your breath lead. So you feel your breath begin, and then the movement comes in with it. Do two more on this side. And as you finish this one, again, you relax your arms, step your feet together, just take a breath or two. You can have your eyes closed. So we're going to come into a posture called Uttanasana. That's a forward fold. You bring your feet maybe about hip width apart or possibly closer together. When you breathe in, I want you to take your arms out to a wide V position. You breathe out and fold forward over the legs. Let your legs bend a little bit. Then as you breathe in, really reaching the spine forward, reaching the fingertips forward, coming all the way back up to standing. And you'll breathe out and relax your hands down by your legs. About 4 or 5 more like that. Again, you'll follow your breath, so you'll feel the breath begin, and then you'll follow through with the movement. So the inhale begins, and you'll lift up. The exhale begins, and you'll lower your arms down. And a few more just that way. Just following your own breath, keeping that soft sound in your exhale. Do one more like this. Again, take a breath as you finish your last one. We'll come down to the floor. So if you're using a towel or blanket, go ahead and try that. We're going to be coming to hands and knees first. So I'm just going to keep this towel folded a little extra to go under my knees, protect them from the hard floor. Make sure in this shot here. This is one of my favorite postures. It's really nice for the lower back especially. It can also be really good for upper back strength if you're lifting with the upper back and not just the legs. We'll bring the hands down to the floor, about shoulder width apart. You're going to take a breath in here. Then you'll let your exhale begin like you have been. And as you exhale, you'll let your hips shift back toward your heels. And the weight is moving away from your arms toward your legs. And then you'll begin to breathe in and you'll come all the way back up. You'll exhale and begin to let your hips move back toward your heels. You're just kind of rocking back and forth this way. Really having the sense that you're following the breath. So you feel the breath start and then you start the movement. We'll do about 3 or 4 more. Do one more this way. After your last one, you'll make your way back up. And we're going to move to lying down on the back next. I'm going to open this towel up a little bit, just to give me a little cushion under my shoulders and head. And once you're lying down, just take a moment. You can have your eyes closed. Let yourself get used to this position. So our next posture is a variation of bridge pose. And I want you to take a look down the front of your body, kind of see how your knees are aligned. You want your knees to be kind of straight down from your hip bones and the feet to be behind the knees. And depending on the flexibility of your knees and back, you may need to bring your heels a little bit closer or further away. So you can play with that placement as we're doing this posture. But to start with, you'll come back to that breathing where you're breathing in through your nose and you breathe out through the mouth with that ha whispery sound. So just doing that a few times. You'll breathe in through your nose. You can feel the body lift, maybe in the chest or the belly. And then as you breathe out through the mouth with that ha sound, you might feel the belly sink down. You might feel the chest drop. Take another breath that way. Good. And following your breath, you begin your inhale, and then you'll press into your feet and lift the back up and away from your knees. And then you'll exhale, and you'll slowly lower back down. So following your breath, you'll begin your inhale. You'll press into your legs, stretching your knees in one direction and your upper back in the opposite direction. You'll exhale and softly lower back down. Do 2 more that way with your breath. One more that way. So we're going to add the arms next. You can stay with that. If that felt pretty easy, you can try adding the arms too. Just going to give us a little more space here in the chest. You'll begin your inhale, and you'll take your arms up. We'll just do the arms a few times. And you'll begin your exhale and slowly lower your arms back down. Again, you'll breathe in and lift the arms up. You'll bring them to that wide V shape, just like you did standing a little bit ago. One more just that way with the arms. It's a nice way to check in and see if this movement is comfortable for your shoulders. If you feel any discomfort in your shoulders or your back or your neck, just let your arms rest down by your side for the next portion. We're going to do bridge pose again. The arms will either stay by your side or they'll move. As you breathe in, you'll lift the arms and the hips. And then as you breathe out, you'll lower all the way back down. If you're moving the arms as you breathe in, you'll stretch your knees one direction, and then your upper back and fingertips reach in the opposite direction. We'll do a few more just like that. So you're following your breath. Letting the breath begin, and then the movement goes along with it. One more this way. Good. Take a breath or two, just resting. And then you'll lift your feet. So you'll bring your knees a little closer to you and just rest your hands on your legs. This is Apanasana, really soft and gentle. You'll breathe in and let your legs drift away a little bit. You'll breathe out and you'll let your legs fall in close to you. And you're just letting the arms move very passively. So as you breathe in and the legs drift away, the hands slide down the thighs. As you breathe out and bring your knees back, the hands move back up. Go ahead and close your eyes. Letting your breath flow freely here. You can keep the sound in the exhale if it's useful. Do one more that way. And then you're going to come up to a seated position. So you can sit on the floor if that's very comfortable for you. I'm going to move back to the chair. As you find a comfortable position to sit in, if it feels like you need any movement, if you feel any tension in your back or hips or arms or anywhere, feel free to move that area gently. Find a way to a settled seated position as you can. And then you'll close your eyes. And we're going to come right back to that breathing. So you're breathing in through the nose and you're breathing out with that ha whispery sound each time you exhale. You're going to have your eyes closed. And first, you're just hearing that soft sound as you exhale. So inhale stays totally free. Each time you exhale, the sound is soft and smooth. You can feel your breath moving through your body. As you breathe in, you feel the body lift. As you breathe out, you feel it softly descend or maybe draw in. Gradually let your exhale get a little bit slower. Your inhale will stay the same. You're just breathing in through the nose like normal. As you exhale with this sound, you're letting the sound get a little bit slower so that your exhale gradually gets a little longer than your inhale. And we're just going to stay with that for a little while. So for the next several breaths, you just have this idea that your exhale is slow, longer than your inhale. And each time you exhale with that soft sound, again, your jaw kind of drops open. You feel the neck and shoulders relax. Do this for about 4 or 5 more breaths. Take 2 more breaths this way. 2 more breaths, that slow exhale with the soft sound. After those 2 breaths, just let your breath be free. It's probably coming in and out through your nose. You don't need to make the exhale longer at all. And keep your eyes closed. Imagine a quiet pool of water. The water is very calm, it's clean. Imagine a quiet pool of water where the water is calm and clean. The water is a comfortable temperature. You could see it in your mind, or you might just imagine it's there in front of you, or even just imagine the way it feels. So, a quiet pool of water. And the water is calm and clean and a comfortable temperature. And just following your own breath, as you feel yourself inhale, reach your hands forward like you're going to gather the water. And as you exhale, bring your hands over the top of your head and then down the body like you were bringing the water over you and back to the pool. So you'll breathe in and you'll scoop up some water with your hands. As you breathe out, you bring the water over you and all down your body, all the way back to the pool. Just moving this way with your breath. Each inhale, you'll reach for the water. Each exhale, you'll bring it over you. You'll just feel it move through you. And then all the way back to the pool. So you'll just keep doing this with your breath. And again, having this idea that your breath is leading. So you kind of wait until the breath begins. You feel the inhale start and then you reach for the water. You feel your exhale start and then you bring it all the way through you. And you return it to its source. Do a few more just like this. And just one and one more. One more just like that. Once you finish that last one, you rest your hands anywhere they're comfortable and have your eyes closed. And be with the feeling the water gives you. You can either keep your mind focused on that pool of water and how it makes you feel, or you can bring your focus a little more internal and focus how you felt after moving the water through. But just kind of staying with that feeling. A few more breaths. You can stay with this as long as it feels interesting to you. And as you're ready to close your practice, just some simple movement is nice. You can have your hands on your lap. As you breathe out, you can pull forward over the legs. If you're on a chair, you can slide your hands down towards your feet. And then as you breathe in, you'll come back up to your seated position. And just do that a couple more times. And again, letting your breath move you as you exhale. You'll follow it forward. And then you'll let the inhale bring you back up. That's our practice for today. Thank you so much for watching. I have more videos coming Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10:30 Central. Feel free to tune in. Feel free to subscribe if you want to be notified by YouTube that new videos are being added. And invite your friends to join you in some peaceful yoga. Thank you so much. Namaste.